Well, we're here. The Platinum Trophy for Far Cry Primal. I just wanna say, this has been one of the worst Platinum Trophies I have ever gone for in my entire life. Why, you ask? Is the game bad? No. Is it boring? No. It's the constant freezes, crashes, frequent lag spikes, and overall bad performance. Anyway, let's get this shit over with. Far Cry Primal has 51 trophies with a 2 out of 10 difficulty and about 20 hours of playtime. Yet again, this game was in my trophy backlog, so I started out with 1 trophy. I loaded into the game and continued from where I left off last year, claiming my first trophy when I recruited a shaman to my village. Not long after that, I popped 2 trophies in a row. Now that's one way to make me hard, let me just say. The first one was for reaching a population of 20 in my village. And the second was for building 2 huts. My village was attacked, so me and the boys rounded up our spears to protect it. Awesome. I also got a trophy for helping out a brother in need. I'm just happy it wasn't a stepbrother, if you know what I mean. To retaliate after the attack, I murdered some tribe people in the woods and got the trophy for performing 25 takedowns. This was the first out of a million combat trophies. I kept playing through the story and got a trophy for recruiting a huntress to my village. Unfortunately, you can't bang people in this game. During another mission, I discovered 15 hidden locations, which are the question marks you find on the map. When I completed that same mission, I got a trophy for recruiting a man that literally pissed on me in an earlier cutscene. You can also tame predators in this game, and by ordering them to kill enemies, you get a trophy. After what felt like 5,000 kills, I managed to pop a trophy for eliminating 100 enemies with a club. After that, I smashed through an outpost and slaughtered 25 enemies while riding a mammoth. I then had to unfortunately betray one of my tamed beasts and kill them. I'm sorry, little one. There was also a trophy for killing 100 enemies with a spear, but I'm pretty sure I got it way before 100 kills. If you think the combat trophies are done, you're wrong. There's a shit ton to go still. The next trophy I got was for completing 12 missions. Now, I googled early in the playthrough how many story missions there were, and it said 12. Yeah, at this point I was still nowhere near completing the story. While taking another outpost, I got the combat trophy that I was dreading the most, to kill 50 enemies with fire. It wasn't that bad in Far Cry 4, but there's no flamethrowers in Primal, obviously. I also captured 10 outposts for another trophy. Yet another combat trophy fell into my hands when I killed 100 enemies with a bow. After a painful amount of tries, I got the trophy for killing 15 enemies with throwing shards. I also crafted some more arrows and got a trophy for using the crafting feature 100 times. Another trophy I wanted to get out of the way was to heal a tamed beast 25 times, so I continuously stabbed and fed my beast until it popped. I started working on taming other beasts and got a trophy for taming 7 of them in total. At this point, I decided to complete one of the 4 Great Beast boss fights, and after a stressful fight of blood, sweat and tears, I defeated the Bloodfang Sabertooth. A while later, I wandered through the woods aimlessly and popped a trophy for taming a rare beast. What the fuck? I also had to rescue someone from my village at some point. One of the stupidest and most annoying combat trophies in this game is to kill 10 enemies with hunting traps. These fuckers just avoid them. Right after that, I killed another enemy with my owl and got the trophy for doing so 15 times. Well, sure enough, all combat trophies are done now, right? Nope. I killed 10 enemies with sting bombs, which are literally bombs made of bees. At the same location, I got the trophy for capturing all forts. By now, the game had already crashed about 15 times, and the crashes just kept becoming more and more frequent after this point. Throughout my entire playthrough, I tried to get the trophy for killing a target 50 feet away with a spear, but I never got it. Finally, I saw an opportunity and somehow managed to snag it, thank God. I then got a trophy for killing 10 enemies with a sling, yet another annoying one. A bit later, I was kidnapped, and during this I let out the biggest sigh of all time. I really wish I got that on video. I don't think I've ever sighed that hard before. Look, the game had crashed 30 times at least by now, okay? I just wanted it to be over. Anyway, I escaped. I fought the legendary Blood Tusk Mammoth and lived to tell the tale. Considering how easy that boss fight was, I decided to immediately go for the Great Scar Bear. I attacked the last outpost by launching an arrow into the face of a caveman from 70 feet away. After that, I completed the very same outpost and of course got a trophy for capturing all of them. I love the chaos of attacking outposts in the Far Cry games, but in this game, it's not fun, it's just boring. And finally, the last stupid, fucking annoying combat trophy: to influence 25 enemies with poison. You have no idea how good it felt to get all of those bitch-ass combat trophies out of the way. Oh my god. When I completed the last one, I got so hard that my desk broke in half and all my electronic devices was drenched in white. I completed what I thought was the end of the story, featuring one of the most boring boss fights I've ever been a part of. There was also a trophy for stealing a mask of some kind. I don't know anymore, man. I then finished the actual last mission, and guess what? This was a 20-minute long mission, which normally ain't bad, except every time I finished it, the game crashed and I had to play it from the beginning. After playing it over and over and over, and fuck, I just let the game stay open for half an hour during the freeze, and when I rebooted the game, I loaded into the following cutscene instead of the beginning. Oh my god, that was amazing. Remember when I got so hard that my desk broke in half? Imagine that times 2. Quickly after that, I got the trophy for completing 5 beast kill quests. I also went for the last legendary animal, which was the Snowblood Wolf. It wasn't much of a fight though, that fucker just kept running away. I completed 10 tribal clash missions. I also completed 15 missions where I had to help out my tribe. These were so boring and repetitive, and might I add, some of them were also broken. One trophy was a reference to Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. I climbed to the top of a peak and leaped off. After a whole 2 boring ass hours, I got the last collectible I needed. Thankfully, you don't need all of them. I completed all hut upgrades for a trophy, and during the 30 minutes I spent to get the last resources, the game crashed twice. While I was working on the last trophy to unlock all skills, I needed to grind the shit out of skill points, and guess what? The game crashed another 10 fucking times while doing this. Thank the fucking lord, this shit is over. I must have sent in almost 100 crash reports during this playthrough. I am never touching this game ever again.